you're looking for an amazing community here in Henderson that's pretty well connected, great amenities, really great park, and a variety of communities within the master plan community itself, check out Anthem and we'll give you a tour now. Anthem in Henderson is one of the premier communities within the whole of the Las Vegas Valley, pretty much on par with Summerlin if you ask me. Immediately when you drive into Anthem via Southeastern, you're going to really have that feeling of, you're going into a sort of a feeling of opulence. You're greeted by these two waterfalls, they're gorgeous waterfalls that have the Anthem sign on them. And then Anthem is made up of different communities. So if you want even more high end and you want even more luxury and you want even more customizable options, if you're looking for something maybe in the multi-million-dollar range, then Anthem Country Club is going to be for you. That's a guard-gated. Some of the communities within Anthem Country Club are even double guard-gated communities, so definitely some great options there. If you're moving and you want a 55-plus community, then you're going to have two options here in Anthem. You're going to have Sun City at Anthem, which is one of the best, highest-rated 55-plus communities in the whole of the Las Vegas area, and then you'll also have Solera. Solera is a bit more reasonably priced than Sun City, but it doesn't have the same amount of amenities and great things within the community as well. I mean, Sun City Anthem has two different golf courses, for instance, so Solera lacks that, but then the prices are a bit more comparable. And then you have another two communities. You have Anthem Highlands, where we are now, and then also Coventry at Anthem, and they are single family communities, single story, two-story homes as well, and quite reasonably priced. Average price is going to be probably around 500,000-600,000, upwards to maybe 800,000-900,000 as well for some of those homes. So you'll definitely have a great variety of options in Anthem, whether you're looking for, as I said, just a really nice peaceful community, or even something that's even more luxury than what Anthem feels. Okay guys, so we're doing a little drive through now in an Anthem community. This community is in Anthem Highlands. The homes in Anthem Highlands and Coventry Anthem are quite similar in style. They were built roughly around the same sort of time. The homes in Anthem as well will have a HOA fee. It's going to vary depending on what part of Anthem you're in, so definitely make sure you check that out before you do purchase a home, not just the cost of the HOA fee, but also the CC&Rs and what you're going to be restricted with and the rules around the HOA. But you can also tell by it being a HOA community, it's a real nice, clean community. Everything's really well looked after and everything's well maintained, and that's what you get with a HOA community. You're going to have areas that are definitely well maintained and looked after for you, and that's going to help protect the property values. You can see the majority of the roads as well within Anthem are quite wide, they're quite spacious. There's still a bit of breathing space between the homes as well. They're not all cramped together. And there's quite a good bit of mature landscape as well. So all in all, I think the communities here in Anthem are gorgeous, I think is what I would say. But let me know what you think in the comments below. One of the things I didn't think about, or actually didn't even realize before I moved to Vegas, was actually how many great green areas there are in the area. If you're looking at moving to Anthem here in Henderson, then there's going to be quite a few parks that you can enjoy, lots of green open spaces. The biggest one is the one here at Anthem Hills. It's 55 acres. There's lots of green space for your kids or even you guys to go and have a walk around, go run around. There's some great children's play structures as well for the kids to go and play on. All of that is shaded as well. There's basketball courts, there's volleyball courts, there's sports fields. There's some amazing views behind me, and you guys know me and views. I am such a sucker for views. I love the views behind here as well. And it's another one of those parks that's in the community where you always see, it's never an empty park. There's always families out. There's always people dog walking as well. Also, there's a 10-mile walking trail and cycling trail system that sort of goes within the community, sort of borders along Anthem Parkway, and that's always nice, some really great walking there as well. There's 3 golf courses within Anthem. So there's one private one within Anthem Country Club, which is obviously a guard-gated exclusive community. And then there's 2 more golf courses within Sun City at Anthem as well. So all in all, there's so much great things to enjoy outdoors. We get so much great weather. We get 300 days of sunshine, average temperatures of 80 degrees here in the Las Vegas area. And what a great way to enjoy it is in parks like these. So let me know what you think about the parks in Vegas. If you're looking for your community to have good local amenities such as shopping areas, dining areas, bars, banks, those type of things, then Anthem could work for you. I mean, it's sometimes one of the criticisms about Anthem is it's maybe a bit tucked away too far deep into Henderson. Where we are now in Anthem Highlands Shopping Centre, there's quite a vast array of different stores. There's an Albertsons for your groceries. There's 2 banks. There's a Bank of America and Chase. There's a Hawaiian barbecue. There's a Pizza Hut. There's a PT's there behind me as well. And that's just a few of the things that are here. And if you look up online, you'll be able to see all the other different stores that are here. But that's a great little hub for here. On the other side of Anthem as well, there's another little shopping district just like this. Also, depending on where you are within Anthem, probably around 10 to 15 minutes is all it's going to take to get back to St. Rose Parkway. On there, you're going to have Costco, and everybody loves Costco. It's one of the questions. Everybody wants to be near a Costco or not too far from a Costco. So maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get back to Costco. Also, you're not too far from the M Resort near Inspirada, which is a great local casino to go and check out. Maybe again, another 10 to 15 minutes there. Whilst we're talking about 10-15 minute commutes, it's going to be probably about 15 minutes to get back to Green Valley Ranch, which is another great casino, and that's located at the district, which has another great selection of stores and restaurants there as well. And then also we always talk about proximity to the likes of the airport and the Las Vegas Strip, probably about 20 minutes or so away from the airport, which isn't really a massive deal breaker. It's not too far to travel. And if you are wanting to go to the Strip, then probably about 25 minutes from where you are in Anthem. 2 hospitals that aren't going to be too far away for you. St. Rose Dominican on St. Rose Parkway is the nearest one to Anthem. That's again probably about 10-12 minutes away from here. But if you want to go to Henderson Hospital, which is a really new hospital, really great hospital in the Henderson area, that's going to be another 20 minutes across the other side of Henderson. But all in all, if you're not too far away in the back of Anthem, all in all, it's really well connected and there's so much to enjoy in your local community here. If you have kids of school age, or you have kids and you're thinking of schools in the future, then maybe you're going to be looking at the reviews of the Clark County School District, the CCSD, and being worried. Maybe you got alarm bells ringing when you see that it's ranked 49 out of 50, one of the worst school districts in the whole of the US. I know that was my feeling as a parent looking into the CCSD. Fear not though, when you look into the schools on an individual basis, you'll actually see there's some amazing schools throughout the Las Vegas and Henderson area. Where we are today in Anthem in Henderson, you're going to be zoned for some really good schools throughout elementary, middle and high school. If you're looking at elementary schools, then 2 of the best ones, if you can get zoned for them, are going to be Lamping Elementary and Wolf Elementary. There are a couple of other elementaries as well, also really good schools, but they're the 2 best ones in terms of elementary. If you're looking at middle school, then the amazing Dal Webb Middle School behind me is probably one of the best middle schools throughout the whole of the Las Vegas Valley, not just in this area where we are now. Dal Webb is often ranked on Great Schools as one of the best schools within the area. And if you're looking at high schools, there's going to be a variation depending on where you are in Anthem. You could be zoned for Coronado, which is probably one of the best high schools, if not the best high school throughout the whole of Henderson. Got a really good soccer team. They just recently beat Green Valley High, although I hear it was controversial, so don't quote me on that one. Or also Liberty High School is going to be an option where the rankings aren't as good as Coronado. And if you are thinking like that's going to be important, just make sure if you are purchasing a home in Anthem that you are going to be zoned for Coronado and not Liberty. Not saying Liberty High School is an awful school, but definitely the variation in the scores would lead me to feel like I'd rather be in Coronado rather than Liberty. But it's going to come down to personal preferences and other options as well. Aside from the public schools, we've got some really good charter schools. There's Coral and Doral, some of the best charter schools to look out for. They've got some great STEM-based education. And there is also a really great homeschooling community here as well. So if you're thinking of homeschooling, we'll consider homeschooling our youngest one. She's only 2 now. We're thinking maybe homeschooling her as opposed to bringing her through the school system, so then we can travel a bit more. There's a really great homeschooling community here in Vegas as well. So whatever your options, whatever you're thinking of, public, private, whether it's going to be charter, homeschooling, great options, but I think public wise, if that's something you're going to be looking at zoning for, here in Anthem, you're going to be set up for good. Okay guys, that's a quick tour of the Anthem community here in Henderson. Hopefully you found it useful. If you have, then please go ahead and like the video. Also, if you haven't already, then tap on subscribe and the bell for notification. Doesn't cost you a thing, but it definitely helps my channel grow, and I appreciate all of the support. Also, just as a reminder, if you are thinking about moving to any of the communities here in Henderson or indeed Las Vegas, I'd love to help you make a smooth, stress-free move to the area. But until the next time guys, thank you for watching. You take care.